All right, so let's start with the big story that we are tracking on WION at DESA. This is the third straight day that we're in fact reporting on a story from Spain. It's about different people and different incidents. But there is one common underlying theme, and this is about sexual harassment. Our cover story in fine print is on Real Madrid. Now, for those of you who do not follow sports religiously, Real Madrid is a Spanish footballing giant. It's in fact one of the biggest footballing clubs in the world. And the case comes from the reserve team, Castilla. The three players have been arrested for distributing a sex tape featuring a minor. The three players are said to be in the age of 21 and 22, and the 16-year-old girl in the video says that sex between her and the players was consensual. But she says that she did not know about the video recording. The Spanish police had arrested the players. They were questioned and their mobile phones were confiscated. But after that, the players were allowed to go. A fourth Real Madrid player, a youth player, is in fact being investigated about this incident. Now, this incident of a sex tape scandal affecting the youth team of Real Madrid has come just days after another incident in Madrid shocked the nation. A journalist was reporting live on a robbery case in Madrid. And then, this is what happens on live television. A man walks up very casually and then touches her bottom. Now, she was visibly uncomfortable throughout, but she continued with her live report, after which the anchor in the studio, in fact, asked the reporter to put the man on camera and described him to be an idiot.
Por mucho que quieras intentar preguntarnos de qué canal somos, de verdad me tienes que tocar el culo. Estoy haciendo un directo y estoy trabajando. De verdad, me gustaría que me dejaras trabajar.
No te he querido tocar el culo.
Oye, ¿este tío es tonto?
Bueno.
Oye, Isa, siento muchísimo lo que te acaba de pasar. Menudo...
So this is how totally unconcerned the man was when he was confronted for his act of touching the young reporter's bottom. He then tried to ruffle her hair and then left. But then he reportedly again returned and passed more comments, and the woman reporter said that this behavior of the man was something that she had witnessed even before she went live on air. The Spanish police have arrested this individual you're looking at on your screens. Now, this issue has come on the heels of the high-profile alleged sexual harassment case. The former Spanish Football Association's president, Luis Rubiales, kissed the player Jenni Hermoso on the lips without her consent in the glare of the global cameras just after Spain had won the World Cup. The incident sparked a huge debate over sexual harassment in Spanish football, but despite the outcry, Rubiales initially refused to step down. In fact, he coerced Hermoso to come to his defense.
Her time may come. She's only 21.
The many top officials of the Federation, in fact, supported Rubiales. It took 3 weeks for the pressure to get to him, and he eventually had to step down. Now, in the latest, the players have called for a strike where they're now refusing. The women players have called for a strike where they're now refusing to play for the Spanish women's national team. The condition is clear. There is a deep reform of the Federation with a new leadership is what they want, which they think has not happened even after the exit of Luis Rubiales and the controversial head coach Jorge Wilder. Now, these three incidents, of course, point to a deep underlying malaise in the Spanish society. The Real Madrid sex tape scandal has thrown up the issue of how vulnerable individuals are when their sex tape is released without their consent. Now, the reporter who was groped on the street shows that no place, not even a public street in broad daylight, is safe from sexual assault. And Luis Rubiales' non-consensual kiss speaks volumes of how individuals in positions of power try to brazen things out even when they commit crimes in complete public glare. The sexual harassment is a big issue in Spain. In the 21st century, one would expect that these are not the things that one has to deal with. But in Spain, it appears that women have a long battle ahead of them. All right, now to give us more details on these issues that appear to be plaguing Spain at this moment, we're being joined in by Helle Kettner. She's a journalist. She's joining us live from Barcelona. Now, Ms. Kettner, let me in fact start out with the most recent issue, and this of course is with the youth team of Real Madrid that's now been hit by a sex tape scandal. Now, the girl in this incident says that she consented to having sex with the players, but she was not aware of this sex tape and how it has got round. Do we at this moment know as to what charges have in fact been levelled by the police against the players?
Yeah, hello, good afternoon. So the alleged case, it's an alleged case of disclosure of secret with a sexual nature. So that is what they are being accused of right now. We still don't know what 4 players they are talking about, but it seems to happen in early September this year, and it was reported by the mother of the underage girl who was taped to later have it distributed the video.
Right, now, the age of consent in Spain is said to be 16 years. Now, in this case, the girl says that she did consent to have sex, but she had no idea about the sex tape that has now been circulated. The question that I want to ask you is, what kind of action can the police take against the players who, in fact, quite clearly circulated this video?
I'm not sure of that, and it's still just as I say, an alleged case of disclosure of sexual nature. So I'm not sure what the next steps will be, but we'll have to see the coming days what kind of actions the police will take here in Spain.
Absolutely, indeed. So an investigation, of course, is underway with respect to the Real Madrid youth team sex scandal. But I also want you to, weigh in on the other incident that has just gone viral and has sparked global outrage. This is about a reporter while she was reporting live in Madrid. She was in fact groped by a man who walked up to her, touched her bottom, and then pretended that he had done nothing wrong. As you are a journalist yourself, and this is something that happens to women across the world, how difficult is it for women to in fact step out on the streets? Is this something that happens commonly in Spain?
Unfortunately, yes, it happens a lot, but now I would say fortunately we got it on camera, let's say, so we can have it taken to a public debate, let's say. So it's positive that we now have it on tape. Unfortunately, it's a disgrace that this happened, that women are not able to carry out their job as a professional journalist or a sports player or whatever job they have, and that we have to be aware that these things can happen, and they do happen, unfortunately. So yeah, the good thing is now that it's a part of the public debate, let's say, so we can bring it to the table and we can try to find solutions to this problem.
Absolutely, and the fact that it happened on camera, it was caught on camera, is I think what has made the difference here. And also, all of this is happening in a certain context. The recent controversy involving Luis Rubiales, the former president of the Spanish Football Federation, he tried to brazen it out after he'd kissed a player without her consent on the lips. Now, do you think Spain is dealing with incidents like this adequately and stringently enough?
Well, I think, first of all, the reaction of both the federation and the president was unacceptable. They were not harsh enough about the whole incident at all, and not harsh enough about the structural violence and impunity that women are facing these days, both in sports and outside the sports field, and so to say. I think it's a general thing in the society that we need to address. So, I mean, but the case I know the best is the Catalan government, so the government of Catalonia, which is a nation within Spain. They did go out very fast to condemn the facts of the president kissing Hermoso, and the federation didn't react at all. The Catalan government also asked for answers to the Catalan Federation, who was also a part of the Spanish Federation. So I I think from Catalonia they have acted very harshly against what happened.
All right.
And from the federation side, they have been too slow. And it's unacceptable what happened.
Absolutely,
yeah.
indeed. It is, of course, simply unacceptable. Thank you very much indeed, Ms. Kettner, for joining us and getting us those details. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.